So who are you guys thinking should go first in this debate? Who would you guys like to have speak first? We'll set your team lineup first. Who would like to open? Who would like to make the opening remarks, lay out the team line, and make a couple of arguments? Hannah, would you like to go first?
Yes.
Terrific. Thank you very much. And who would like to be second speaker? So you will be in charge of offering some rebuttals and giving some more arguments and some more evidence to strengthen your team's case. Who would like to go second?
Me.
Ben? Very good, thank you. And who would like to go third? The third speaker will have the same jobs as the second speaker. So you will be in charge of giving some more rebuttals and giving some more arguments. Who would like to go next?
I will.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Lisa. And Tammy, would you like to be the fourth speaker who will do the same as the second and third? So you are giving rebuttals and more arguments, or would you like to be the final speaker who summarizes your team's case and gives the closing remarks?
I like to be the fourth speaker.
The fourth speaker. Okay, thank you, Cami. And that means that Lily will be your closing speaker. Very good. Okay, so next up, have you guys been thinking of any possible arguments for your side of the debate? Okay, so let's get that started now. Okay. So, what are some reasons that we can think of as to why students should have a longer holiday break?
As students can read, as students can chess, they can do many things like do outdoor activities.
Very good. So, a longer break gives students the chance, very good. So a longer break gives students the chance to do different activities that they wouldn't do in school. Very good. Ben, what's your idea?
I think it's the physical health. Not only students can have a holiday break proven to be highly beneficial for mental health, but they also undoubtedly beneficial for physical health too.
Very good. So a longer break can give students the chance to recover their physical and mental health, to start fresh in the new school. Yeah, very good. All right, so we need a few more arguments, and that way we'll be able to make sure that we're able to provide some good evidence for our arguments. So who else can think of a good reason? I'm just going to do a quick Google search and see what I can find. Cami, you've got an idea. What's your idea, Cami?
Is while students have to study for 8 months, but the holiday just have 3 months.
Ah, okay. So given that those are the numbers, why should students have a longer holiday based on that information? So that's a good fact. That could be some supporting evidence, but why should students have a longer holiday break based on that? Okay. So I'll offer you guys one reason to help out. So a longer holiday break can give students a bit more time to reassess their academic performance. So you can go over your grades and your results, and you can also reassess your goals. So you can work out what you would like to achieve in the coming year. So I think that's a pretty good reason. Hannah, you have another reason?
Yes, I think that a longer holiday break would allow students that interest with other things that need to learn, but it's not in the school.
Very good. So a longer holiday break would allow students to learn subjects that interest them but are not taught in schools. Very good. Thank you. Cami, what's your next idea?
I'm just thinking.
No worries, I'll come back to you. Ben, what's your idea?
Is the family time. Children have the opportunity to enjoy some time with their family members, learn about history, and take part in cultural heritage and rituals, which are most often practiced during holiday celebrations.
Very good. A longer school holiday on break would give students more of a chance to spend time with their families, learn about their culture, and their rituals. Very good. Hannah.
I think that every kids can go outside, like new places and meet new friends, get to know each other, along to each others.
Very good. A longer break would give students a chance to socialize outside school and make new friends. Very good. Tammy, do you have another idea?
Yes,
Excellent. Let's hear it, please.
a longer break gives students more time to prepare for a new year.
Very good. A longer holiday break gives students more time to prepare for the coming year. Very good, guys. So I'm thinking realistically, we only need 1 or 2 more reasons. And that should be enough. So Hannah, do you have another idea?
Yes, I'm thinking of students could overcome themselves and do things that they haven't done yet.
They can overcome what, sorry?
Overcome themselves, do lots of things that they haven't done yet.
Very good. Very good. And well, we just need 1 more reason, and then that should definitely be enough. So who's got 1 more reason for we got 1 more good reason to have a longer holiday break? Lisa.
That students can join in the club and they can join club when they go on holiday break. And
Very
they can
good.
learn and they can play.
A longer holiday break can give students the chance to join social clubs outside of school where they can play with their friends. Okay, terrific work. So, great reasons, guys. And we came up with you guys came up with all of this in about 10 to 15 minutes. That's brilliant. So, okay. Save. Okay, so your next steps. Don't know why I thought that would take up so much of the line. So what to do next? So the first thing that we need to do is, oh, excuse me, start looking for research that supports your arguments. If you can't find any evidence, do not use the argument. Okay, so first thing we need to start doing, look for research, find, and we have all different types of evidence, as you know. So if you need reminding about different types of evidence that you can use, then make sure that you are, you can Google search it. So just search up, oops, if you need reminding. Or rather, in a debate. Silly me. One should be okay, sorry. So the first thing we need to do is make sure that we decide which team members will deliver which argument in the debate. So you guys will need to go through that list of arguments that we just came up with, and you'll need to decide who, which of you will deliver which of those arguments. So remember, it was Lily that we decided was the fifth speaker, wasn't it? Yes. Remember, Lily does not deliver any argument, yep. So it's Lily's job to summarize all of your arguments at the end of the debate. So once we've done that, start looking for research that supports your arguments. Number 3 is keep in contact with your teammates. You can help each other. If you're struggling, you might come across evidence one of your teammates can use in their argument. Okay. So start writing your arguments, including your evidence. Okay, so those are the four jobs you guys have to get ready for Thursday. So decide which team members will deliver which argument. start looking for research to support your arguments, keep in contact with your teammates. Where did Ben go? He just disappeared. And start writing your arguments, including your evidence. Okay. All right. So this is what you guys need to do next. So yeah, good job on coming up with your arguments today, guys. I'll post these to one of you in Zalo, and it will be your responsibility to make sure that you pass all of this around to the rest of your teammates, and then you can all get to work with writing your arguments. So I look forward to seeing you guys on Thursday for our debate. Are there any final questions before we finish today? Terrific. If that's the case, I will see you guys on Thursday. Thank you very much for coming. Okay, so we will just wait another minute, guys, for Annie and Zon to get here, and then for Lisa and Cami to jump out of the call.
Hello, teacher.
Hello, Tony. How are you?
Bye,
Here,
teacher.
Cami. Thank
Great.
you. Very good. So we've got Tim, Elsa, and Tony.
Can I ask
Wait.
some question?
Of course.
The rebuttal job of speakers. We can do it after the propositions present his speak. we just prepare it.
Say that again, sorry, Tony.
Uh, uh, Let me time in the chat box.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, teacher.
Hello, Annie. Welcome. So very good question, Tony. And the answer is a little bit of both. So you want to prepare a few rebuttals ahead of time to make your job easier. But on the day during the debate, you still want to listen to your opponent speak so that you can counter any arguments that they do make. But pre-planning will make that easier if you already know, excuse me, what to say if they make certain arguments. Okay, just need to check something quickly and then we can get started. Get a copy of those. Excellent. Okay, so what I want to do this evening is just check your progress, see how you're all going with your debate preparation. Okay, so let me just get the board set up here. Okay, so first of all, let's see, Tony and also and Zon. Hello, Zon, welcome. Yes, that's fine, Elsa. If you're having microphone problems, you can type in the chat box. But do try to get your microphone problems fixed before Thursday, because you will need to speak on the microphone and on camera during the debate. Okay, so first of all, I would like to find out, have you guys decided on your team lineup yet? So you're welcome. So yeah, have you guys decided on your team, your team
Yes.
lineup yet? Fantastic. Who have you guys got going first?
The first speaker is Annie.
Very good. Who's your second speaker?
The second is Don.
Zon, very good. Who's going third?
Third is Tim.
Tim, terrific. Who's fourth?
And I am 4.
Tony's fourth, so that means Elsa's going to be delivering closing remarks. Very good. Okay, and have you guys been working on your reasons, your arguments, looking for evidence?
So we prepare three reasons.
Terrific. So you've got 3 reasons. Okay, so let's hear those reasons.
The first reason is students can forget the lessons.
Good. And what about number 2?
Wait a minute.
Pardon?
The second is students can form a sedentary lifestyle.
Ah. Students. Very good. And number 3.
So the last is lack of communication.
A lack of communication with who? With their friends?
The students.
Teacher, we can talking with friends on we can talk to our friends on Instagram.
That's right. You can use Facebook, Instagram, Zalo. You can have Zoom meetings. You can catch up with them. Hello, Zon.
Yeah. Hi.
Teacher, it's not lack of communication, but we can't visit our house.
That's true. So then what's the third argument then if it's not lack of communication?
Yeah, I have spent all afternoon to develop the third. So
Okay. I will do the same thing.
Hey, teacher,
Hello, Zon. How are you?
can I ask a question, please?
Of course you can. What would you like to ask?
What did we talk about?
What are we talking about?
Yeah.
So I'll just show you. So we are currently going through all of the debate preparation that you've done. So we've just gone over your team lineup. And I'm just looking at your reasons for the holiday break not being longer. So I'm just going through and just checking your progress to make sure that you're ready for the debate on Thursday.
Okay. It is big.
Teacher, can you add again
Yes.
lack of communication?
So lack of communication. So lack of communication with who?
With our friends or our siblings.
But you would see your siblings at home, wouldn't you?
I don't know. No, but I don't know what to say.
Lack of communication here, I think it means the student will be shy to talk to be in front of the crowd.
Okay.
You wanna
So
try?
students may become shy during the school holidays because they are not around as many people as they would be at school. Now that's an argument there. Good job, guys.
If we lack of communications, we can't visit our cousins if they live far of our house.
But if they live far away from your house, wouldn't a school holiday be wouldn't the school holiday be the perfect time to visit your cousins if they live far away?
Oh, we can't visit. It's not an argument.
That's right, because you don't have to go to school. So you would be able to catch up with your cousins. Okay, so I'll give you guys a reason as well.
What is your question?
Oh, there it is. Thought I lost your whiteboard for a second. So my idea for an argument for you guys is students do not have the same access to resources that school can provide. So yes, during the school holidays, students don't have access to the same resources. So there are certain things that you can get at school, or there are certain things you can do at school that you might not be able to do at home. So there's that too.
The teacher, if the sm- if the s- the s- the smart students can't be smart anymore.
That's right. So that's our first argument. Students can forget what they have learned if they're away from school for too long. But I like the way you're thinking.
The students can't be smart anymore.
Well, that's argument number one. They might forget what they've learned, so they won't be as smart.
Hello, I have put a big agreement.
Zon's got an argument. Let's hear it. What's your thoughts on?
Can you read for me, please? I hate read.
Okay, let's have a look.
Teacher, who is lazy from school, will be a couch potato in the holiday.
Very good. That's number two.
Right, couch potato.
Students may develop a sedentary lifestyle if they stay off of school for too long. That's a good one too. So I see what Zon was saying. That's a very good argument, Zon. Students may misbehave if they are off school too long because they don't have the same level of supervision that they do at school. Very good, Zon. So students may misbehave if they're off school for too long, because when you're at school, you've got teachers everywhere that can keep an eye on you. Make sure you don't do anything naughty, but you don't have that when you're not at school because your parents still have to work. So yes, you might be left alone from time to time, and that's an opportunity to misbehave.
Hey, teacher.
Yes.
We don't have the sixth speaker.
Well, that question then becomes, will you, well,
Now I know. You are writing about the agreement, not about the one.
no, so
Teacher,
are you guys going to be able to make one argument each stretch for 3 minutes?
I
Are
have
you
an
all
argument.
very good, Tim? Very good, Tim. Let's hear it. What's your argument?
The students can't recognize the faces of their friends anymore.
Wait me a minute. I will take my glasses.
Okay. So you think that students might forget about their friends during school holidays if they are too long. Okay. So yeah, I know that we've got more arguments now than speakers, but keep in mind that each speaker has to speak for 3 minutes or up to 3 minutes and 30 seconds. So you might need more than one argument to speak about. So let's think of a couple more just to be safe. Okay.
A teacher, a school may become different to the students in the school if they stay too long.
Teacher, I think 6 is enough.
It might be. So rather than thinking of how many arguments that we're creating, we need to think about filling the time. So each speaker, so Annie needs to fill 3 minutes describing all of the arguments that you guys are going to be making. Zon, Tim, and Tony all need probably 2 or 3 arguments each.
A longer holiday break from school.
So because you do have to speak for 3 minutes, remember, and speaking about these arguments, it doesn't take quite as long as you would think. So it's better to be over prepared than under prepared. Okay. So another reason that I found so there may be so good. There may be major changes at school during the holiday, causing panic and uncertainty with the students. Okay. So one more argument. So school holidays can cause a lot of stress for parents because they have to manage their work.
They
And-
always work except Sunday.
Goodness. So school holidays can cause a lot of stress for parents because they have to manage their work and home responsibilities. And now they need to make sure that their children are taken care of as well. So I think 8 arguments should realistically be enough. So let's now move on to what happens next. Give me 2 minutes, guys. I will be right with you.
What happened next each arguments?
Oh, oops.
Okay, I just needed to message my next class, let them know that we might be starting a little bit later. The one most important.
What happens next for each arguments?
Very good, Zon. Very good. Okay, so let's jump back here. So I like the way you're thinking, Zon, with that last message, but that message is probably more of an argument for, yeah, that message is probably more of an argument for the proposition team, because that's giving a good reason to have a longer school break. So we will, okay, so what happens next?
For each argument.
Yes. So, first of all,
Hello.
Hello, I'm here. So your first job to do next is you need to decide which member of the team will present each argument.
Well, we have to.
And how
Remember,
many arguments per speaker?
so we said Elsa is the fifth speaker, yeah?
Wait me a minute.
So Elsa is the final speaker for the team, so she does not present any arguments. Oh, excuse me. Got a bit of popcorn lodged in my throat.
Just only a strong conclusion.
Copied and paste about the word. I have copied about the word that we have about of Ming Châu sent.
Ah, very good. So,
She said like this.
So make sure you guys keep that that text that Zon just put in the chat box. I'll also send you guys a copy of these whiteboards, so you'll be able to organize yourselves and get done what you need to get done. So Elsa's job is to summarize your team's arguments and present final statement.
Teacher, there are 4 speakers to do present arguments. 2 arguments per people.
Correct. So because remember, each of your what do you call it? Ben, what are you doing in here?
I have no idea.
You're too early, so good. Cool. All right. So number 2 is so number 1 needs to decide which member of the team.
Teacher, Ben is not in the opposition team.
I know he's part of the next class. I've asked them to just wait for a few extra minutes and then I'll get them all to come into the call. But to be honest, it doesn't really matter if Ben hears your arguments because he's not part of your debate anyway. So number 2.
I have put all of the things that.
Good. Okay, so number 2, after you decide which member of the teams will take each thing, we need to start looking for evidence to support your arguments. Remember, you can't find evidence for an argument, do not use it in the debate. Number 3, we want to
Keep on put more every.
so keep in contact with your teammates
And put more agreed.
and help each other if you are struggling. You might find evidence that supports an argument of theirs.
Teammate.
Yes. So make sure you keep in contact with your teammates because you can help each other and you might find evidence to support their
teacher.
arguments.
Hello.
Hello.
Can you
Hello.
go up the slide that we have to? I want to snip it a time.
You say that again, sorry, Zon.
Can you go back about the other slide? I want to slip into it.
Yeah, sure. I'll just finish typing this up and then I'll go back to it. So 1, 2,
Okay.
3. 4. Write your
Yeah.
arguments and include your evidence. And finally, remember, keep in contact with
Your teammate.
Teammates.
keep in contact with Elsa.
Ah,
She is responsible for summarizing your team's case. She needs
wait.
to know about
Hello,
your
teacher.
arguments to do her job well. Meow. Okay, so I know I've put it up the top here, keep in contact with your teammates, but it's extra important that you keep in contact with your final speaker, because their entire job is to remind me what you have all said. So you guys need to let her know what you're all saying so she can do her job well. So that's why I've made sure to give her her own special note.
Hey, can you
But
about the other page, please?
I can. There we go. So I'm going to post these whiteboards to one of you guys after the lessons anyway. So, and then it'll be your responsibility. Whoever I give it to, it'll just be your responsibility to make sure that you get all of these, get these whiteboards to your teammates. So you guys are all good. So I'll see you on Thursday for your class debate. Thank you very much.
Bye, teacher.
Goodbye,
Bye,
everybody.
teacher. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye. Okay. Terrific. All right. Hello to our new class. Let me stop this screen share. So I've got Asahi, I've got Ben, I've got Doraemon, and I've got Kwon. So that just means we need Anna. So just to let you guys know, Candy and Anna have swapped teams with each other. So Anna will be your new teammate instead of Candy.
Teacher, where's your house in?
Oh goodness, got a bit of popcorn stuck in my throat.
Your house
Uh,
is in your cough.
My house is not in my cough. What does that even mean? Okay, so the reason that I've got you guys to join this call, oop, this is a fresh class, isn't it? So I need to